All right, attention in the barn. You have a breed or a reserve breed champion. You need to be making your way to the holding pen, the Grand Champion Drive. We will need the champion light OPB and reserve champion light OPB. We will need the champion and reserve champion dark OPB. We will need the champion and reserve champion Duroc. We will need the champion and reserve champion Hampshire. We'll need the champion and reserve champion York. We will need the champion and reserve champion Light Cross, and the champion and reserve champion Dark Cross. Our light OPB champion is Clayton Doyle. Dripping Springs 4H. Our dark OPB champion is Cooper Partain from Buda 4H. Our Duroc breed champion is Josie Falks from Dripping Springs. Our champion Hampshire is Elizabeth Jansen from Buda 4H. Our champion York is Laramie Doyle from Dripping Springs 4H. Our light cross is Ansel Kirkendall from Dripping Springs. And our dark cross champion is Elizabeth Jansen from Buda 4H. Our reserve light OPB is Leighton Robertson. Our dark OPB reserve is Lila Lyons. Our reserve Duroc is Brooklyn Alexander. Our reserve Hamp is Callie Adams. Our reserve York is Hazley Wright. Our reserve light cross is Kennedy Cudney. And our reserve dark cross is Megan Swinetech. You exhibitors, please be making your way to the holding pens. Once again, today our judge is Brad Bevel. Mr. Bevel is from Stamford, Texas. He was a 30-year ag teacher. He is now retired from ag work. And he is a crop insurance agent with Big Country Crop Insurance. His wife is Joey. He's got 2 children. Peyton, class of 23 at Texas A&M, and Tylee Joe, class of 25 at Texas A&M. We're glad to have Mr. Bevel here today to sort our pigs. Give him a big welcome from Hays County. We need the reserve York Hazley Wright to the holding pen, please. Okay, this is the start of our overall Grand Champion drive. First pig out will be the Champion Light OPB, Clayton Doyle, Dripping Spring. And we have the dark OPB champion, Cooper Partain from Buda 4-H. Representing the Duroc breed, Josie Falks, Dripping Springs. Representing the Hampshire breed, Elizabeth Jansen, Buda 4-H. Representing the Yorkshire breed, Laramie Doyle, Dripping Springs, 4-H. Representing the light crosses, Ansel Kirkendall, Dripping Springs. And representing the dark crossbred, Elizabeth Jansen, Buda 4-H. Congratulations to all these breed champions. Good luck in the champion drive.
If you would, let's put our hands together for all your exhibitors who've exhibited a show pig today and came through these gates. Another big hand while we're on the giving rounds of applause. All of our staff that's worked this thing, running these gates, opening up, all the administrative side back there. It's, those things don't happen by chance, and it's a pleasure to work with them. They keep everything flowing, and you know, they get kids lined up, but everybody's got an equal shot when they come out, and we tried to give them a good look on my end, but they're handled so well in the backside back here too. And so again, I think that's a big part of it. I've certainly been I want to thank you for the opportunity to come back and to work through this deal today and work with your kids and look at your livestock, and it's been a lot of fun. The quality's been good. You know, equally or probably more important, I guess, would be the right word, is the young people that have come in and they've accepted. You know, everybody wants to win, but they've accepted the things that, you know, we told them. And I tried to give a little bit of feedback, and I may have missed them. I'm not saying I got all of them, but I tried to tell them a little bit about where they were and why they placed where they did as they went through. And I think that's vital, important. But here's the thing I want to tell you: they look you in the eye, they shake your hand, they come and run me down because I'm a little bit ADD and I kind of forget. But they run me down, shake our hand, and say thank you. And you know, as long as we're doing that, man, we're raising the right kind of kiddos and the next generation. And so give all those guys a round of applause. And parents, ag teachers, county agents, administrative staff that help all these clubs and putting these things together, you're doing the right stuff. What I had to do real quick here on pigs is, and if you're ringside, I know many of you in here do a great job, and you knew before you got here what you had and what you didn't have, and I'm the same way. But what I've tried to do today is keep them balanced, good looking, tall enough shouldered, but keep their arms and limbs working in the right direction, athletic enough to handle the product that they've got on top of their skeleton and their build. And they need to be muscular, they need to be wide and thick and stout and fresh and all of those things. But at the end of the day, trying to keep them balanced enough where everything can kind of flow and they can stay in line, and that's kind of where we need to be today. Is they need to be big and stout, but they need to have a rock star look. They need to be big and athletic. They need to have as good of feet and legs as we can put underneath them. And if we do that, then we're raising the right kind, and we raise the kind that when a kid buys that project, and they ain't cheap, but when they buy him and feed him, they got a chance at the end if thing goes right. So, but anyway, I live in West Texas, and we're like y'all. We're preparing for some weather and winter and all of that. We have not had it to this point, and we're actually due for it, and I'm looking forward to having some because our livestock do a little better when we've got a little cooler symptoms. So, but I want to wish you the best of luck moving forward. If this is your last show, congratulations. Stay after it. Take the positives that you learned and move forward and write those things down and make notes about what would we do different, what we do good, etc. If this is not your last show, I would say that the rest of your show season starts tonight and tomorrow. And just keep going forward, and don't give up the track. A lot of pigs that came through the gates today, they might not have been quite ready, or maybe they had a little bit of a bent rim, and they've got things that you can kind of put back together and get them back on track. I would challenge you, do that. Don't give up on them. Now, if you've got major problems, that's between you and your advisors. Y'all may decide that that's the end of the road for that one, and that's okay too. Because again, this is not a cheap endeavor. But last thing, I've said it before and I'll say it again: kids, hug your parents and tell them thank you for letting me do this. Parents, hug your kids and tell them we appreciate you competing and working and doing, because I promise you nobody wants to win more than every one of those kids that walked in with their stock. And so it wasn't for lack of trying, it wasn't for lack of effort. They had to perform and prepare and get going. So anyway, that's all I got. I want to tell you that stock has been good. The pigs out here are all good. Each breed, from where we started with our white OPB, through our blacks, to our reds, to our Yorkshires, our crossbreds, and our Hampshires. Very pleased with all of them. There's one that suits me the best today. I thought just everything flowed together, and I don't know that they've reached their high end, end point with that one, but I think the ability to go with big limbs and being stout in their feature and being great in their look. Congratulate the young lady.
grand champion, your grand champion of the 2026 Hayes County Livestock Big Show is Elizabeth Jansen. Congratulations, Elizabeth. That will bring Miss Callie Adams back into the ring with her hamp, her reserve hamp from Buda 4-H.
Young lady brings her reserve in that breed out, and I thought, again, that was a very good one. Just that one's design and build with big limbs and a good look, and when you get off to the side of that one, I think you ought to see just the symmetry and lines that it's got in proportions, I think, are good. And so another good one that, again, that stands in. And I think as we back off and look, I've often said, man, pound for pound, I want the best ones. And irregardless of who's driving them or what they are or how experienced we are or how unexperienced we are, I want to find the best pigs, and because they're hard to find. They're hard to get your hands on them. They're hard to feed. Nothing in this world's cheap, and I don't know anything about any kid in here, but I will tell you the next best one in my mind belongs to this young man right here. Congratulations.
Your reserve grand champion goes to Ansel Kirkendall, Dripping Springs, 4-H. Congratulations, Ansel. That concludes our market show. We will now go into our senior showmanship. This will be first call, senior showmanship. Our grand champion belt buckle today was sponsored by Rex and Debbie Lyons. Rex is our swine superintendent here. Been a long time worker with the Hayes County Show. Reserve champion market belt buckle was sponsored by J.P. Jansen Crop Insurance. Thank you, Mr. Jansen. We appreciate it very much. We will now go into senior showmanship. Senior showman should be entering the ring. Intermediate showman, this will be your first call. Be headed towards the holding pin. Intermediate showman. Our senior showmanship buckle today is sponsored by B. Henry Pest Control. Thank you, Mr. Henry, for sponsoring this senior showmanship belt buckle.
We got a group pinned up here real quick, and we're going to release a few. I want to thank them for coming back. Y'all give them a round of applause as they do that, and we'll get us a finalist here. Hey, let's give a round of applause to our finalists here in this senior deal. Look, it's not easy. It's not easy to come back at the end of a day, and maybe they may have gone like you wanted it, or maybe there's some disappointment, but come back in here and compete in arena one more time with your stock that's tired also. That's a challenge. And so my hat's off to you. I'm appreciative of these guys. More importantly, man, they do a good job of showing animals. And when they come through the gate, my initial deal really and truly, if you want to know the truth, is just get through the gate and get them going. Catch a gear, know where their speed is, and put them into that speed. I think sometimes we hit the bright lights, and we have a tendency to not want to make a mistake. I would rather make an aggressive mistake than to make a mistake for sitting on my heels a little too long. And so coming in and finding your speed, and then getting out and doing what you do. There's 3 looks a judge wants, and that's a chest shot, a rear view, and a side view. We want to be as efficient as we can, because we run it, stock can't handle the ring very long at times. And so we need to be able we want to be able to get that done, fulfill that requirement that we want our animal to do, and do it in a timely manner. But then the other side is navigating a crowd. And so not telling you anything you don't know, I'm just telling you kind of what runs through my mind here. I thought there was one that did a bang-up job, and you could reach in and find maybe some strengths and some really good, but the one that I thought did a good job just in terms of maxing out their animal. I thought did it in class and did it all every time they were in the ring with that particular one. young lady here at the black sweater will be your champion.
Your senior showman is Megan Swintek from Wimberley FA. Congratulations, Megan. We will now have the intermediates enter the ring. This will be first call for junior blind showmanship. Started if you can spell it there. Our intermediate showmanship buckle today is sponsored and furnished by Daryl Spillman. Thank you, Daryl, for your support of the kids in Hayes County.
Hey, y'all give these guys a round of applause here as they exit the arena. We've got a good group, but we're going to work back through 6 and these finalists here in the intermediate.
The first call for junior showmanship. First call for junior showmanship.
Same song and dance. Let's give a round of applause to your finalists here, intermediate side. These guys do a good job, and again, I'm going to tell you, it was really close. What I was trying to do there, again, was when they came out, was try to get those 3 shots and 3 looks, and we had 1 or 2 maybe that got a little quick with the whip, and then they kind of got their pig fired up. We had 1 or 2 that ended up, when they got into trouble spots, they wanted to back up on them just a little bit. But I think there was one that I thought clicked in, whether it's luck or not. They hit all 3 looks, and then they've just kind of stayed out of trouble. And they look comfortable, they look smooth, and they certainly look confident in what they're doing. Congratulate the young lady with the Berkshire.
Your intermediate showman is Everly Shumway. Everly Shumway. Congratulations. Junior showman will be coming in the ring. This will be first call for Clover. First call for Clover showman. Our junior showmanship belt buckle today is sponsored by First Step School, Tina and David Owens. Thank you very much to the Owens family for stepping up and sponsoring buckles for us. We appreciate it.
Five head, but five good sticks. Round of applause for those guys, please. Good group. Had a little trouble coming out the gate with a couple of them, but man, they do a good job. Once they kind of get here and get in place and find their comfort zone, I think they can drive them and handle their livestock as well as anybody. And sometimes with this age group, it is just getting out of the gate and getting those things put into gear and finding the gas pedal and making sure we got the right gear to do it. But once they get here, again, I think they do a fantastic job. As we compare the group out here, I think there's one that will accelerate and will go, and at times maybe gets after it a little too much. But I do like the jazz, I like the juice, and I like all the extra. Congratulate the young lady here.
Your champion junior showman is Miss Sawyer Doyle. Congratulations, Sawyer. We now have our Clover showman coming in the ring. Our Clover showmanship entering the ring. Our Clover showmanship buckle today is sponsored by Rusty Halo Hats. We appreciate it very much, Dana.
Now, if this group doesn't get you excited about the future, I don't know what does. That's a fun group. Give them a round of applause. Fun group, big eyes, ready to roll, and they come in, and I don't know how old are they? 5, 5, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old, I guess. And what do you call these? Clover kids. I think that's a good program, good project. And man, they came in, they showed well in class, and then they come back out here, and again, you can read so much in their eyes, and they're they're competitive, but they're alive and well, and they want to do well, and what a great deal that is, and it's just fun. It's fun to see young ones that are ready to roll and been looking forward to their place and time and look forward to next year. I think all of them think we could say that about each and every one. Congratulate the one for me. I thought they did a good job. Intensity's off the charts. Maybe we get a little too forward at times, but I thought the ability to make them go, get their head up, and kind of carry out a plan out here. Young lady at the striped shirt.
Your Clover showmanship goes to Hazley Wright. Hazley Wright. Congratulations, Hazley. Well, that concludes our swine show for 2026 at the Hays County Livestock Show. We appreciate everybody coming out. We want to thank Mr. Bevel for starting our stock today. Everyone have a safe trip home. And we hope to see you Saturday for the sale. Once again, thank you for everyone coming out.